What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black, coming back once again to talk some college football, mainly my Alabama Crimson Tide and the Ohio State Buckeyes. And we're going to start out by talking about Alabama. You know, Alabama, Coach Kalen DeBoer went out and hired Ryan Grubb once again to be Alabama's OC. I'm quite sure you remember last season, well, the off season, when Alabama was looking for a head coach, you know, they found Coach Kalen DeBoer, and Ryan Grubb followed Kalen DeBoer from Washington to Alabama. Ryan Grubb was there for about 2 weeks, keeping Alabama in limbo. Didn't know if he was going to stay or he was going to go. All right. So the day before he took the job at Seattle, he came out publicly and said that he is Alabama's OC. I am your offensive coordinator. But then the next day, he goes to Seattle, takes the job at Seattle. Word on the street, his wife loves it in Seattle, and that's why he left and didn't stay at Alabama. I don't know. And you remember Coach Nick Saban, the greatest coach of all time, I might add, attempted to hire Ryan Grubb as OC when he was at Alabama. Ryan Grubb, for some reason, I don't know if he turned down the job or Nick Saban just went with somebody else. I don't know how that happened. All I know, Tommy Rees ended up being Alabama's offensive coordinator. But here we are. Ryan Grubb goes to Seattle, spend 1 year. Seattle didn't like the job that he did, and they fired him. And now he's back at Alabama. And like I said the other day, OKB, he's ecstatic about this hire. I love it. But we have Alabama fans that don't like the hire, not excited about it, in wait-and-see mode, and I can understand all that. But I'm ecstatic about the hire. If you're not, that's fine with me. We can agree to disagree. And the reason why some Alabama fans don't like this hire or wait and see is because Ryan Grubb got fired at Seattle after 1 year. Okay, so I got a comment from an Alabama fan, Tide Process 18. This is what he says. I can't believe there are Alabama fans that are actually excited about this. I guess if he, meaning Coach Kalen DeBoer, hired a Little League coach, it would be a step up from Nick Sheridan. But Ryan Grubb ran a high-powered offense against weak-ass teams with no defense. He goes to the NFL and gets fired after 1 year, and y'all are actually happy. It's sad to see this is what Alabama football has come to. We get excited about that instead of looking for an SEC experienced offensive coordinator and an experienced defensive coordinator. All right? Y'all come back to this message a year from now and tell me who's wrong. Another 9-4 season, baby. Okay, that's fine. That's your opinion. But I would like you to know, well, you saying he ran a high-powered offense against teams with weak-ass defense. Well, I would like for you to know that one of those teams, Ryan Grubb and Coach Kalen DeBoer, beat twice in one season, was the #1 team in the nation for most of last season. I'm talking about the Oregon Ducks, and they made it to the playoffs. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay? They went to the Big Ten and won the Big Ten in the first year and made it to the playoff and was the #1 team in the country most of the year. And I'm going to leave it at that. So is the Big Ten full of teams with weak-ass defense? That's my argument to your comment. Just going to put that one out there. All right. He goes to Seattle and get fired after 1 year. Well, evidently you didn't do your research, buddy. Mr. Tide Process 18. Do you know Seattle did not have a 10-win season since COVID until Ryan Grubb got there? Not one 10-win season since COVID until Ryan Grubb showed up on the scene. Do you know Seattle had better offensive, as far as passing, better passing stats than they have since COVID. Did you know that? Did you know Seattle was better in the run game in 2024 than they was in 2023? You didn't know that? So if you look at all around offense, Ryan Grubb improved Seattle's offense from 2023 to 2024. He improved it. And y'all saw he got fired because he didn't run the ball enough. Well, they averaged more, they picked up more rushing yards in 2024 than they did in 2023. They ran for more yards. But I guess the big wigs in Seattle didn't like the job that Ryan Grubb was doing, even though he improved their offense as their offensive coordinators. Look it up. So you should do a little research before you come with these asinine comments. All right, but anyway, I got another comment from Sterling Willis 6829. Why are you guys so happy he had a job before and quit a week later? So don't get too happy, because if he gets another offer, he's going, well, guess what? He went to the NFL. Okay? That is a step up from college football. That's all I know. So I guess what? Jim Harbaugh had a job in the daggone NFL. He quit and came to college, won him a national championship, quit, and went back to the NFL. That's all I know. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it is what it is, man. Shit happens. You leave jobs for other opportunities, better opportunities. And he got a better opportunity at Seattle. Yeah, it didn't work out, but it was a better opportunity at the time. And then another thing, when these coaches select these jobs, where they going to go when they get offered a new job, it ain't only about them, especially if they got a family. Because you can't just look out for your well-being. You got to look out for the well-being of your family too. And that's what he did. Because guess what? Word on the street, I don't know, that his wife loved Seattle and his kids was in school in Washington, in Seattle, and all of this. And he was going to uproot them like he's doing now to come to Alabama. And at the time, maybe his wife wasn't on board with that. You didn't think about that either, did you? But anyway, it is what it is. But one more comment. Adrian Goldsmith. I don't know if this is any better. He was fired for not running the ball. The same problem we had under Sheridan, and we just seen. That is imperative to have it. It is imperative to have a run game. You're right. It is imperative to have a run game. But I would like you to know, when it comes to Ryan Grubb, like I said, Seattle averaged more rushing yards in 2024 than they did in 2023 under Ryan Grubb. And I want you to know, think back to Washington. Think back to Washington, 2023. Ryan Grubb had a 1,000-yard rusher. I believe he had two 1,000-yard receivers and a 1,000-yard rusher. I know he had a 1,000-yard receiver and a 1,000-yard rusher. And that running back that was a 1,000-yard running back in 2023 for Washington, when they went to the national championship, that guy came from the SEC, Mississippi State. So explain that. There seems to be, when he was at Washington, seemed to be under Coach Kalen DeBoer, when him and Coach Kalen DeBoer was together, running, passing. They was doing both. Because you don't have a 1,000-yard rusher without running the ball. Come on now. Let's make it make sense. Let's make it make sense. I'm not asking y'all to be happy about the hire, agree with the hire. I'm just pointing out the facts. That's all I'm doing. But like I said, I am ecstatic that my Alabama Crimson Tide, Coach Kalen DeBoer, reunited with Ryan Grubb as our offensive coordinator, because his work speaks for itself. Yeah, he went to college. Went to the NFL for 1 year, got fired. That's fine. A lot of college coaches go to the NFL and it don't work out. Namely, the greatest college football coach of all time, Nick Saban. It didn't work out. Nick Saban, as a college head coach, never had a losing season. He had one 500 season, but never did he have a losing season in college. Went to the NFL, what happened? Losing seasons. And he ended up right back in college, continuing to win national championships just like he did before he went to the NFL. And he did that at LSU. So, hey, college and NFL is very different. So, hey, that's all I know. And that's enough talk about my Alabama Crimson Tide, Ryan Grubb. But speaking of coordinators, boy, Ohio State, they're in a world of hurt right now, man. Man, no offensive coordinator, no defensive coordinator. I believe the offensive line coach is gone or something like that. Man, and the spring ball is right around the corner. Ryan Day is in a tight situation right now. He got a tight window. Plus, you still on the recruiting trail. I mean, damn. Ryan Day got his work cut out for him right now. Because we know the defensive coordinator, Tom Knowles, left and went to rival Penn State. I know that probably was devastating to Ohio State fans. And then just a couple of days, 3-4 days ago, Chip Kelly goes to the NFL. I believe it's the Raiders. But I got this article right here. Ohio State offensive coordinator Chip Kelly leaving the Buckeyes for the same position with the NFL's Los Angeles Raiders, according to CBS 247 Sports' Matt Zenich. I know this is old news to a lot of y'all, but I ain't had a chance to talk about it. The loss is significant for Ohio State, and not just because Kelly played a pivotal role in leading the Buckeyes to their first national championship in a decade since 2014. But it also means that Ohio State now has to replace both of its coordinators and one of its top assistants in less than a month. After down in Notre Dame in the college football playoff national championship. We know Tom Knowles. But Jim Knowles left for Penn State. In January, last month. We know that. But by the way, becoming the highest paid defense coordinator in college football. I'm just saying. Matter of fact, college football history. Okay, offensive line, Justin Fry, who developed a pair of first-round 2025 NFL draft picks in Josh Simmons and Donovan Jackson, made his own move to the NFL by joining the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, man. Kelly will reportedly be the highest paid coordinator in the NFL at $6 million per year. Man, you got old Kelly, Chip Kelly, and Jim Knowles. Jim Knowles, the highest paid coordinator, defensive coordinator in college football, and then Chip Kelly, the highest paid offense coordinator in the NFL. Come on now, all coming from the same team. Make that make sense, man. But hey, damn, ain't that something? But anyway, but hey, they won a national championship together. But anyway, the pairing yielded tremendous results for the Buckeyes. Talking about Chip Kelly and the offensive line coach Justin Fry. Okay, tremendous results. They finished the regular season average 423.5 yards and 35 points a game. Ohio State averaged 36.3 points during its run through the college football playoff and scored a combined 83 points in the first 2 games against Tennessee and top-seeded Oregon. Tell me, man, who are you going to find right now to get that kind of offensive output? What combination, man? Who? Plus you losing players too. But anyway, under Kelly's guidance, running backs Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judson each rushed for over 1,000 yards and combined for 24 touchdowns. Quarterback Will Howard, a former starter at Kansas State, posted career highs with over 4,000 yards and 35 touchdown passing. First-year phenom Jeremiah Smith shattered Big Ten's record for single-season touchdown receptions by a freshman. Man, remember, you're going to be losing Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judson, and Will Howard also. Now, Jeremiah Smith coming back. But, man, y'all replacing both coordinators, your offensive line coach, and some of your top-rated players, offensive players. Come on, man. Some on defense, too, but you still got Caleb Down coming back, and I promise you, he will only be there for 1 more year. Ohio State, man, you got some work. You got your work cut out for you. I'm going to tell you that right now. But anyway, Knowles talked about Jim Knowles' departure stings a bit, but more given that he left for one of Ohio State's conference rivals. I know that hurt, but it bees that way sometime, man. Anyway, the Buckeyes fielded college football's top defensive unit in 2024, stacked with future NFL talents at every level on the field. They led the FBS in total defense, 254.6 yards a game allowed, and in scoring defense, 12.88 points allowed per game. Ohio State didn't allow a single opponent in the college football playoff to score above 23 points and held 2 out of 4 teams it faced below 20. Man, Ohio State is going to have a busy offseason, given its 3 vacancies to fill, especially with spring practice and the second transfer window right around the corner. Yeah, I'm going to tell you now, Ohio State, y'all might have to shed out some money like y'all did last season to bring some guys in this transfer portal, because you're going to need them on both sides of the ball. Now, I read something about some guy coming there to be a coordinator who y'all was looking at. I forget his name, but hey, hopefully y'all can find somebody to at least do half of what these 2 guys, Jim Knowles and Chip Kelly, did. Hopefully, because it's going to be hard to try to replace those 2 guys and get the same production. And then you losing players like Quinshon Judson, Travion Henderson. I mean, I don't know. I think Emeka Mbuka will be gone. Man, yeah. Your quarterback, Will Howard, probably be gone. Boy, it's going to be rough. Tell you that right now. But it is what it is. This is college football, and you have to replenish players and coaches basically every season. But losing 2 coordinators of this caliber, man, it's going to be hard to replace them. That's all I can say. But anyway, once again, shout out to the Ohio State Buckeyes for winning the 2024 national championship. But it's looking bleak in 2025 for Ohio State. So with that being, that's the video. I know it went kind of long, but hey, roll. Matter of fact, I wanna say something. If you do flooring, I mean any type of flooring, whether it's carpet, laminate, hardwood, linoleum, I don't care what it is. Shout out to y'all. That's some hard ass work. Man, I've been here doing the floors today, putting some what they call it, LPV down. You know, I had it done, the whole downstairs done about 3-4 years ago. And I said, I'm going to do the whole upstairs. I'm going to try to do it myself. Fuck that. Man, I started out doing a small area, the landing at the top of the stairs. I'm almost done. But that's some hard ass work. I'll pay somebody to do the rest. All I need to do is go get me some transition strips for the rooms between the landing and the carpet. And I'll be good. I'll pay somebody to do the rest. Because old KB ain't built for that. I'm getting too old. I done got too old for that shit. Hell no. But so shout out to everybody who do flooring. Because it ain't for me. But y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the tide. And roll damn